then or don't.
Don't make that relationship. There are a whole lot of things that you will face.
You have to see yourself to be very mature for it.
If you understand, you'll do a whole lot. Because of security, now we see it. If you are not mature enough,
Emotionally.
Love, it will hurt. We are all learning how to love each other. Apart from relationship, we are learning daily how to love each other. And in the love and in the steps, we will step on each other's toes. The hurts, the pain, and the tears were there from the beginning. Sure. But we are still learning.
People know back and genuine feelings on the one.
Yes, but don't use your money to find out.
Men who come with a crown with this car, sometimes you make yourself vulnerable.
The issue about love, a woman can express kindness, generosity, can be committed, so it's something that both men and women can do. But let me say that one of the things that is difficult for men to do is to love. It's controversial, right? That is the reason why when God was instructing man, he didn't ask man to submit, but rather to love. And women, the most difficult thing for women to do is to submit. They want control. That is why God told them that they should what? They should submit.
And you are listening to NAALUX Ladies and Youth. Then odo, you can't say odo. What are we talking about? Maybe we can say odo is sika. Sika is something now odo na san. Obi so say imema no ba go say odo de e down ho no ma. So obenya obi foforo de ana ni do no aye de asa. Amen.
Pastor, if you are who you are, Pastor, can you see me how long we say? Although I can't even be able to say no, come on, I can't even be able to follow. Pastor, can you see me say family?
Okay, 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4. Or say, love is patience, love is kind. Another one, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. Do we know this scripture? In scripture we are now. Martina. Intina maybe someone say, a day ni odo. A day ni odo. If we have exhausted odo na ye kana, 1 Corinthians na we can much deeper meaning say back odo more. Say the beya ubeti odo as it, because that is our daily lifestyle ye live. Or see, it does not keep record of wrong. Ma down for be an out of be any baby. 3 months ago now we have an idea no book I said me baby. Yen kasa. He said it does not dishonor others. But do we do that or we don't? Sometimes don't we dishonor others? Don't worry. So, if we have exhausted it, next question. Your panelists for November very soon to answer some of the questions. I have started with this particular one. Or say, who laughs more, ladies or gentlemen? Who laughs more? Why na eto pa? Ima ana imema. Why na omudo pa? Kingsley, okay.
This is a lemon. As I was look at it, he said, what the Corinthians and there's a good cars, even I'm not and I said, love your wife. And I catch up, I said, be submissive to your husband. And see, men on our side, we call love from a man's side as respect. And man also find as affection, which is care. Also, by going more share they show some care there. Only that's why I share of us who is a bunch of only several minutes now. In as much as for Bible Tadia Chebe now, yes, a while I'm here in Kwadia, we don't see it as you know us.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Remember, no more casa. Yeah. Yeah. In Kobana also supporting me, man. Mami Kanisa. The man also supporting me, man. No more casa.
Don't say, or Bani Bema, my neighbor, and that's what the news meaning say, Bema don't change or bad. If I shall me tell you, a woman say, like say, Bema is she our banner, say, or Bema, who to be come by or by she a Bema, as a brand, and yet the man say, or Becca, or the Bema wines. Now, Bema should she our banner, so my day is a man, all found for one wine. And I'm a dear, or people with my catchers a condo. Deep, it's meaning who is a bear matter.
Shit. Open now, now the food problem, I don't have it or nothing. Niamana, me, Yama, or way one now. Remember, I didn't castle. Shit. This one did. You know when yes. Pacho Mukasa. Yes.
If I show me, tell you what we say, we say, Mama go etching because Bema beats me up Beki over on the rook side. Obani Mishi. Obits me cleaning or ban out. Now, bind to me, yes, sir. If me who say, maybe over, meet me for Bema only way, say. Make me send me connection Bema, David. But Bema bets me, yeah, or some of it. And I'm over in go or banner books you have for Bema and a bit home. Now, so banner get one to me,
Na lie. Own to me. But imagine it to be cleaning them and and then one need to go. But then man was kind of, I'm sure, if people begin in them and no one cleaning. Now, if you don't win the days, one say the idea of when I almost said, and yes, okay, are we done over here? Okay, Pacho, let's go. Yeah.
The best me am canfa asinlo say. So, e ba say o wa le be ma when neighbor. Me ma family dey make us e be ma. If you say, e be ma e ya de, e ma oba, enye isi say o, ade o be ma be ya ma oba no. Enye isi say oba betima ya side ama be. Obema betimi akọfa obi ba e de na kosu ejuma ama na nya nisa no ejuma ba enye idi se oba akọfa na boyfriend no ne wo se onye ejuma nti o de ne kwa kosu ejuma na wa man diska obe fi no na enye that's right oba ne bema se bema ne wo ba na se no ne bema ne wo relationship ma oba no o mfa obema ne ba no and share said the bema no ebe share oba no senke yo oba ne ba wow me ma din share o
can be down fam let's go Bene
Pacho let's see if Bene there's some say and bema because mostly no e ba na kasa no so on make sure obo dry e ya abra mu na bibi if you bema no e ho no na obo do eso
that's right
says I didn't know what pan the end of the if you go when it comes to marriage this problem and yet one time that a supportive of a husband in terms of caring this house choices in that mostly the women the levels of a best of her but they are feeling now but most and I yet the man say or you get see a young sicker and a supportive level in terms of say if you add it's a man here. I'm not sure what I say here. No wish now. Person, maybe I can't go on.
Madam, for your mission, I'll say, me hearing wants to do that. Or say, me na me am a man. Into me, so make sure say me do feel 10 years. No matter. This is very bad. You just reminded me. It's serious, so. They are working so they can't be found. But I am come man.
Okay, men so Yes, says on us all person we almost support men, but then so many as you. I didn't know where you man, where they knew where you man. Send I am brand kind, young boy, or say, ma'am, I love your wife. The woman is a busy. It's where they are love me a bear you man. I tell you where you man, maybe better, mammy. I will not stress myself. And the thing is, Bema no odo bana, the respect you are seeking for, it comes naturally. Or maybe you do how they can say. Oba na still na oba no any just oba na kasa no onye ready so no better na. And after we are limiting the whole thing to oba and bema. Love should be our daily, it should be in our daily lives. Udo bia or to kwano krano or breast or your oba so your bema. You give the help the person needs. In team pamocho mema love me di mo jumanti. When you
Our debate on yes, Sister Babu can say we were and say sometimes for our pointing the ladies, our pointing, then they will provide everything for the ladies. But I've seen instances a guy was with a lady. The lady thought based on the care that she received, she said, "Money don't." But it was just a joke.
Wow.
It was just a joke. Ain't no say, or be careful somebody. It should be a natural thing. And some of the men cannot mature themselves to declare their love to ladies. Say, many one I say bibisa. And ladies too, the Bema Bayama lady are attracting their attention. When a lady receives love and attention from a guy, definitely Yatini Ajane said he panedon.
Okay.
But a baby a normal thing and oil. And sometimes too, just Sister can say to us say men no ladies net so it's never true. Because low-key, most of the ladies are helping the men in the house. But I'm going to show out to say, just to give me husband and I say, and the glory. And Obi so can say, we say, everyone, I'm supporting ladies to an extent, so I'm draw family and chain crowd or your management. Sometimes, obey your bushia and chain, I'm a man with so show. But over there, man, the treatment that you are receiving over there, some of the ladies doesn't talk. Into no, honey, crana, on to me can't train a pussy on for say anything. And sometimes to the family is at fault because or be better and say, if you are saying a beman and they don't believe because of what they are receiving. Yes. Into no, I don't agree to certain things that they were saying over there. Thank you.
The boy need to make bonus or catch any mamia. Not the mamia supports the boy because boy the man is on person is can never cut it short. Then they put an person and show their go back. Or buy another chance of so the man. Now I also side with you. The money big one. The money big one. Some or more to the extent say the man even doesn't recognize it.
Yes.
Obi awa sorry, obi reduani, obi akola, obi say, omo ni say normal. Omo ni say normal. Okay, let's go. Your name?
Definitely and obviously I'm siding with the ladies.
That's
not because I'm a lady, but because it's the truth, it's the facts.
Sure.
So when it comes to expression of feelings and then the love, to be precise, I think Senkanye Awodia, Quebec a man who a PhD. And then when it comes to awarding silence, expression of love, we'll give it to the men.
Okay.
They love, yes, but then they don't go about it. Sometimes you even think, I don't know because he will not come out to express it. But then for ladies, I've seen ladies who come out day in and day out, and then they are able to express the love they have for someone. Now, for ladies, I don't even understand the reason you are saying I should go and go for a figure punishment. The Bible says you are the head. Head does also they hate me different. We can't do anything about it. All we are trying to say is you are the head, but then we can help you. How can we help you? You have a meeting. What time? If you are meeting me at 6, who is going to iron your dress for you? Who is going to be preparing your breakfast? Who is even going to wake you up? Set your alarm. And you're not supposed to eat later. Hey, I'm not going to these are the little things. And our money are a share or do. But then yours is, oh, me each of money. And I'm here saying to automatically you love more.
Yeah.
No. But then I think it can be a balanced thing. But if we are debating, I would definitely go for the ladies. Because without us, we can't do it.
Remember, I said no. I'll sit that okay, let me hear you again.
I also go by the name Vance the Chihuahua. I'll add a little to what my sister said, or my colleague said. And please, regarding the love issue, I think we women love better than the guys. I'm saying this in the sense that yeah, men, we know they are the sole providers in the family.
Sure.
And the fact that you give pocket money, you being the head of the family, that's your job. I don't know what's the way. It's weird. I'm saying this because your bad ladies now, we won't say oba extra in so many ways. Say oba new jani ofie, oba si unoma, oba to watari. Even in some homes, there were a ma on the ejuma, and there were a man on the ejuma. I mean, both the husband and the wife, they are both working as full-time workers in the house. But then, Obama best sorry, every jari, ako ejuma. Oba abeko ejuma, and so best sorry, Oba just say, Nema edidi, well, Nema apeko for school. Doing all those things, no. I know, say, some of them they help out, but then looking at things, we have 99% of men who just wake up, bath, and then go to work. But ladies, almost all of us, we make sure all those things are done before we leave for work. Sure. And that's why I'm saying that we love that.
Panelists for Swabber. Then, now I call the other questions. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yes. More this way now, we are one. A do Muswana Makasa. Now, yes, we are TV because more money on one yard. Money on 1 year. Mama can't between you. You speak it out for us to hear. Say that there are mandatory patriocy and one patriocy point. I will also say, 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 8, say, above all, love each other deeply. Above all, love each other deeply. Whether a Yobana said you or a Yobana said you, or say love each other what? Deeply. Now deeply means I didn't say. I didn't come deeply now. I want to say. My third question here is love proven more by words or by action? Odo say you can't odo. I know na you can't odo na say action na nipa ni beye. Ene be chire say udona ana undono. Remember, ana mama already. Yeah, remember, you just finished. It's remember. 3 from your side. Quick. Let's go.
I'll speak first. Say, kasa, say, Yes, so I would go for actions. It is not merely by words, say okay, but in actions.
Okay.
The actions here, it's not because I are ready. Isn't if I need 200 cities. That is not the action we are talking about. The actions here.
Yeah.
I said, we have made love, relationship thing all about material things. Sika, sika, sika. But the actions we are talking about is only the panel. You should be able to tell if the person is happy or not.
That's right.
It's in the panel was sorry on pie. And then there is something wrong. What is it? That is the action. You should be able to tell, you should be able to find out. So there is a problem or there is a change. Not necessarily you giving out material things. And then I'm not siding with words because Obiabeka, oh yeah, I love you. But then, as 1 Corinthians said, love is not proud.
Yes.
I love you, no. Or no, I became now, if you say, no, I bet it. I say, oh, you are like, no, I'm inferior.
Yes.
Or no, I said, I bet you, I say, oh, come. It is his word against yours. You cannot make decisions for yourself. That is when love becomes boastful, when love becomes proud. But then love is patient, love is kind. You are able to tell. There are some things my partner needs. There are some things I have to be there. I do not have to ask. Some of the ladies are independent. Dependent people rely on others. But the independent people, they are not expecting you to ask. The more you are asking, the more you are putting pressure on them. So they just want you to express, just do something. That's the actions. Not you providing material things. No. So I'll side with loving someone deeply or genuinely is when you prove it, not when you just say it.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
But you mentioned that may add up to the Mrs. Kind. Loving somebody is through the actions. Or actions never change. Say, make a change, Mrs. That say, me don't know. Now, maybe and my actions, so it can't be friend thing now. It doesn't prove anything. And we know, say, you show that not by giving the person money, but in the difficult moments, and I bet you say, "Who do the banana?" Say, "Who do the banana?" Sometimes, you remember you be betting me account with you. You will be yati over social media. Say, if I lose the baby, and I say, "Oh, born and it's a channel one man." Then the man or the guy will say, "Oh, Tommy, you were just after my money or my promises." But in that difficult moment, you know, say, okay, giving him words of encouragement, providing things for him, asking of him how things are going, it shows that you love the person.
Sure.
So love is not only about physical things, but emotional is part. So the sister kind, what's the son? Mood echo off. You are not even feeling well. He doesn't care whether you are sick or you are not. When you say a Juma Rena, I was all here. When we say it's your basic duty,
yeah.
It's no you have to do it for him. So far as he is providing money for you. Because I'm not trying or true giving you money to know. So whatever that is going on in your life, he doesn't care. The only thing on here, we have men the only thing they provide is giving you pocket money for the house. Asa. Or the standing man so say best one sense so the nyansa wa kwe juma ba na duan siwo.
That's right.
So obedi dio be shatare. We have men your friend say wa warrior or warrior nyama or the man we are SC. He doesn't give you anything again, but he is expecting you, the woman, to love him. So but going through emotional disorder, how do you expect the lady to show you love? We are all human. See, any you crying and one. Now, the amount you don't reciprocate. There's no way any part better no matter how much any part do. Oh, yeah, obey your cancer as so it's not only about money. Sometimes, yes, we are finding out what is going on in our partner's life. Yes, show care and yes, come one. Sure. But being there, even listening to anybody cry at yourself, oh, don't know. Thank you.
Okay, one more.
Okay, so I credit that I account because of young bringing to yes. Ms. Mecca said it's truly by action because you can say although in view and love is kindness or kind. It is also what doing. Not say yeah, the way our kind still lady be the boyfriend sorry no bono. Although I can say what doing. Me not for any I can say what doing. But they be all sorry no woman. Na emotions no who bringing it down and not just a wodomi. And again, so you are not as a wodomi. Na a children no family, a quiet dear, a don't susu, a be a vegetable so, and I said, Bisa, nature a wodomi. Because love is kind. Aha, and in you, oh, my piasso.
Okay, you're moving to Imemano. Your take on the question.
Action.
Okay.
I said ladies in the Canada.
Okay.
But all can you will say, the Martin is sorry now, or celebrate any mood in the soup is something now, also a share women is because sometimes I am not a man, but not be selfish. We are the ones to provide senior work. We see a tumor, but I don't know what we go through to provide. And so look at a tumor. Okay, fine. Some also graphic. We are the no attention. By any the one junior will say, then we also a human away and a human person, and all go to 1 year, and a businessman, a human person. Moon is that. And so, well, only a person in your money in the first. Now, yes, and so, when they say action, so. We put your sometimes also say
okay.
And buy it, like they grow up through emotions. To say they are only them or one, and there will be some man or their man. The next day will be some farmer, and I was taking it to she no man on the meeting to San Diego, one farmer me. And I'm by she only a preview, some what tears never be on books to say that, but what is it or be cassette. And boy, no, and I'm moving go away. On baby and said, Matthias said, I am. I would all when you play the and said, oh, Miss, I know a fan of mine, because I know my own fino, on yes, with your own ready animal. By living actually, I was a way for playing Seberman on fino, where you in Yaman. But to know one or no kind of no yellow and come.
The initial medium look at her say, or buy it in the pedia, oh, yeah, a dear, and man, and now. And they all come from us. But so we are get a credit, and especially a general, one year, and no be a singer chain, Papa now, 1 year, and you won't be watching, and you will die, Papa, or Jimmy Bonino. Now, I, Papa now, yeah, already, not with them. But the member I am fat to home, I remember you be a no chicken, and you must say, it's now swat concrete. Or sorry, and a car, as I send a car, no any argument or yet concrete. I feel my command just all year who pass said the only me blossom of pass so big gallant. And as a big piano, I am home motion, not out of one. Maybe I be gallant plan, come on, go school. So, Papa Frank plan was school, like as some sense is a bit like, and then when you yeah, what they every man said in no chicken, now what they man. So, as the so Kaiser first, Nana, Sicano, not the baby, our year at the mouth.
Sure.
Tell them I'm watching the back at Crown. Why, a woman, tears a say, come on, a man, and watch them buy and come over, come solid, Tabemanachi. Nayami, I don't must say, or Pija, dear man. Oh, the people come into the one. By an hour, so on as a walk, or equal a yanity. Maybe, as you be sharing more waiting the what man, now which now have my number. Tiana, I just the man. Almost you who sang is a man.
Imani the job, me mama is a panelist for the can or with the other. If you keep your question,
What to back?
you back. Okay, I'm just giving one person. And make it short. And Nipa three akasa. Yes. Nipa chop here.
Love is not selfish. The fact that you are saying who is God, BBC, and then it's from the beginning. Obadu Onuma, from the beginning you are approaching the lady. Read the signs. Initially on Pel, Osha said this can be 50. So you have made the person selfish. Also, I don't want to remember and yet to make come here. So, Nippon quite a genuine feelings on Pel.
Yes.
How is it's not, I'm saying men who come, maybe can cry up with his car. Sometimes you make yourself vulnerable. You have exposed yourself. And don't blame some people who are also going to go after your money, and then when later they don't receive what you were giving to them, then they go back to how they used to be, because somehow you spoiled them.
Exactly.
You started with money.
What's it? Training your body. Training your body. Okay.
Yes.
Let me be fair.
So the worker said, yeah, but not everyone is going to show money. What's it love? One cast of the top. And see, yeah, show money as a wound. Just be real, man. Because I must say, you say show. It's an emergency in the beginning. It's also makes me a show. May also makes me a show. It's an emergency. It's designed as a woman.
That's what you want to say.
To me. And I want to you have exposed me to frontals and
yeah, I'm saying the toe. Yeah, say it all. It's the show they are in the beginning of the show. So you have frontal. Right. It's in the show.
Understanding us. That is generation. In the material generation.
Okay, and also come. Understand it's a worker so as a one say a focus on
in my media conference room had a best surprise. So put here community 103.3 FM, strong 101.5 FM. NAALUX Ladies and Youth. NAALUX Ladies and Youth. In fact, yes, discussion more yes, but you better say you ask the phone and your voice every 2 months. You better say, but before that, make us say, a man be our wahano. Say you can't NAALUX Ladies and Youth. Your ladies are on Big C fashion. Big C, opposite Divine Hospital. Your Pat Ann hairdo, and also Achiman Sabah building. Your babies catering services and fashion. On around between Accra and the Eastern region, Dubai fashion, or NLE office in Chen Honwan, and I was Cecilia Classic Creation, or behind Divine Hospital. Is God Foundation, is God Fashion, is God Fashion. In fact, it's God Fashion Forum. They are very committed. Opposite Government Hospital, locate them. Almost so much. You have no idea. And then there were Nana Oye Fashion, Abisco Royal Couture. There were Adjoa Dezin, Hector, School in Chemo, traffic lights. Yes, I were Marsha Beauty Center, Jamaica, Line, Donji Clothing, the same building as the NPP office, only the same building. Your charity beauty salon, and also Hector School Mohonoma. Your K-Wax clothing, adjacent Enima School no, and a Linda's Couture, Hector Road na so, and I Mavis Fashion Depot, Akuto Moriasi, and I Grace Fashion, Guinness Depot no, Tina's Fashion, Akuto Moriasi, and then V-Style Unisex, Akameni Junction. Yedamasi say, mo releasing Moma Emaya. Now I'm going to move to my panelists. Omobe Kasa, Muntie, Mubie Masona Muntie, and then now won't come. But before they come, I have just one thing to say. Although I am by words and action, they are very serious. I don't know how you people are taking it. Me found in the context of normal relationship. Obi ayewa di a won pe. To me friendly panel and catch and beside the panel say na we here and amempe. Ubenwa no didi wechi, no say, no ye say. Meanwhile, catch us I love you so much. Maybe some perform me too. Me yo one ya friend na catch me ye nipa meti wase. What is Jamaican? And when the Emma relationship, we need to really understand what love is really about. If you want to be dream, no one disgrace you. But we are, and a man who you are again, a interview, Nanepia, or Hima Epia of Community 103.3 FM and Strong 101.5 FM, or say, or on the Mobabia, or the Belmani Bunosa, not all. Every man, every 5. Or say, oh, but he loves me. Oh, but every 5. Or mommy, she be saying, "You're fake." No, or dangle. I say, what? Over to panels in Piggyfall. I'm starting with Reverend George in Cancer.
And I think discussion is I didn't know they could speak the way they did, and it's fantastic. It shows you that the youth of today, they are pressed with a lot of issues also among us, thanks to what they were saying, social media and discussions in their homes and all of that. But let me just add and say that love in itself is a deliberate act. It's something that you must be intentional about it. There must be that commitment, and love is also nurtured. So love is something you take care of, you nurture it, you are committed to it, and it's a deliberate word, a deliberate action. And we express these things through loyalty, through being kind, and all of that. The scripture, 1 Corinthians 13, was also raised. And then so we know that patience is needed. So anybody who is telling you that I love you and is giving you pressure, straight away you should know that cannot be love. Anybody who is not showing any sign of kindness, not generous, difficult to get things done, it cannot be love. Because the Bible says, for God so loved, so he did what he gave. So anybody who cannot give, now what do you give? There are so many things that you can give. Not just the material things we know. We give our time. We give emotional support. All of these things are done to show that we are concerned. And when we see you going wayward, we are able and quickly to step in. Then the next question was, okay, next question. So now it's about
who loves more?
Who loves more? I don't know why we should even debate this, who loves more. The issue about love, a woman can express kindness, generosity, can be committed, so it's something that both men and women can do. But let me say that one of the things that is difficult for men to do is to love. It's controversial, right? That is the reason why when God was instructing man, he didn't ask man to submit, but rather to love. And women, the most difficult thing for women to do is to submit. They want control. That is why God told them that they should what? they should submit. So it's easy for a woman to show love and all of those things. For men, we don't have time for, sometimes we don't have time for some of these things. We want to move on, papa, and go our way. Do you understand? So God knows that for men, it is difficult for us to express it and show it and all of that. So that is why it has now become a commandment. If it is an easy thing, it will not be a commandment. Every woman wants to control Nifi. Or Babia, person control Nifi, or person check or and they want that control. In the Yankee name, say almost every ain't almost all commandment said, be what? Submissive. Then there was this issue about is action, what's it? Love. Isn't it action or words? It's both. I cannot claim I love you by coming around you, then I carry my biscuit, then I come and give to you. I buy you chocolates. I am traveling, you took my baby, and all of that. But I'm unable to open my mouth to tell you that I love you. Sometimes, what that you need as a woman is that emotional expression. Now, you better than the actual. Because now more can be say, sorry, I'm not crap. Oh, say, maybe I'm me say, me want to say, and all of that. If I just look at you and I don't talk and I'm just doing action, how would you know? So the love expression is not just saying I love you, but it is me having time for you. We can have a discussion, and then I get to understand you better. And no said this so it can only be expressed through what? Through words, and then the action, as you said. So for me, it is both because of time, so that others too can add on.
But you see, baby, I want to fall, but then hoping until so much addressing on your work. Or can say, love is commitment. When so man or two has said, a genuinely committing to someone. Some food, when they walk in and crown genuinely, I can't genuinely, and they are approaching. If it has said, son, or don't know, or don't say, John 3:16 kind. Now, after so, or say it should be deliberate. I was saying deliberate. It should be a deliberate decision. Said, may dog or sumacy. It is say a man say a papa, say a okuni yuri. And I say, the Pammy more, Barney Bear more, get one more. Now, or my baby. Into your door, I was say, I did a copy bell. Now, first, so I say a shedder. So, a shedder say, may two and a movie. Na, made my dear, Abwa or be Namado, and then you know, that your share Bible must see a before you. Yes, Christo, or ye. John 3:16. Or say, he loved the world so much that he gave. Yes. See, there will be beer, there will be beer. Now, or don't know, the shot there is so much attributes of love. Or don't know Susan, so new baby will be ya, the baby, and I'm not for us of can. Say, they say a kind, and now much your into map if you are come and one. I just say, who ye, who ye, I must say, I'm more young, and it's I know, no matter what the person does. The anybody may be a dear focus, they say, or dog with also messy, and one with also messy. Now, your next question is so. Obisa said, ladies, man and them are mind the dog. This will make that battery on the papa can also say. Although AFOBia, at year, watch where the woman maturity.
That's right.
Maturity, although about it depends on the person's maturity. You who said, the power in the power and see as a wood, and a my to about them to be dog. Yen I a dog because I won't know beer. Won't know beer. What to mean, Joe, feel now. And now, I know Papa won't be will be a chisel in your back room. I am a number. And I said, won't know back.
What mean sacrifice? Say Baobano, and our mommy, and our papa. But a maturity, yen I have Baobano, Bemazuto. It was said, you said, they will say yes to Christo, I can say. And then I mean, some tray say, a member and no, a member also on the my submissive. But maturity, and then I yet appear of your age. The next question, so yes, say, words, you can't run, you can't communication. Love is all about communication. Now you can't communication, and it's some be baby, you will move different. Back words, not back action, non-verbal action. It's although is communication. It's in our for the warrior. I think about watch word back they say. Yes, saying you should communicate. For example, what's one of bamboo swings? One communicating, I don't know people say baby how. It's as somehow worker. Any action away, meaning anything.
Sure. Thank you, Pacho. Patrick, George, Patrick, Abe Kayemu, Be Kind, Enterprise, Yamawakaba, and Pacho, would you let it slide on? You would want to say something, okay. Mr. Vovoli.
Thank you very much. I think other panelists have made justice to the questions, but I would love to add a bit. What I would say is love starts with feelings, but like Pastor said, you need commitment to sustain it. Yes, and you also need some sacrifices. They come with a lot of sacrifice, and then proof. Because like he said, it's something that you have to nurture to make each other better. Because if you say you love someone, as the commander said, a man should love and a woman should submit. So if there are even some things that the woman exhibits, behavior, character, that you don't like, you want to make that woman better off for yourself.
Sure.
So with her submission and then maybe the respect of the man, it can help you to even nurture for her to do away with those things that doesn't make you happy, so that you can make that person a better off or to grow. And then I think the next question was how do we show love? To show love, can be free, but it also depends on some different things. One of the things is when you need emotional maturity is one thing that can help you to express the love the way it should. And another thing which is very important is the person's upbringing. And also affecting how a person shows love. Because maybe if you only woman, see another man property, that person, if any other influence be more, that person carries that thing even into the adult life and into a love life. See another man property, Sahana, and also all carry, except say maybe education, exposure be will try to take some of those things off. But Ambanesa, upbringing is one thing that affects how somebody expresses love. And we coming from the health side, like you said.
Yes.
And bro, the last time, my director framed me and said, they said we should come and have a panel discussion. And I said, director, so what's the topic? I said love. I was like, hey, now love, yeah. But it's really important when we talk about health-wise, because when we define health as a state of the complete physical, mental, and then social well-being of an individual, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Now, the social aspect talks about emotion. Yes. That person, you only say emotionally, on your healthy. Okay. Health-wise, and you say, And I say, if emotionally you cannot manage your emotion or deal with your emotion, we say sometimes we classify as you not being healthy.
Okay.
And love is also expressed through emotion. That's why I said emotional maturity can also affect or influence how somebody expresses the love. And coming to health, if it's very important because Obani maybe Oyarebra and Pano, even expression of answer to seek health care, no? Say Obema na manu kwaya won't me go. So if that person on door, there is no way of it to be for you to be healthy in that space. I think because of time I will.
Sure, thank you so much. Okay, Madam Savo.
Okay, thank you very much for this opportunity. Now, as one can be great. Now, I'm so meka from when I say first question was Emmanuel Mema why they do be great. God is love. Intinya so meka say see God is love and we are also created in the same image of God. It is Obani Beman in our capacity to say in each other. But Yeshimwa, a man say debatable, Yabama, okay, we say, man, do be great to a psychiatry hospital. I'm coming from the house. A man, do so, come on, the emotion aspect of it now, man, taking the yet don't so. Sanya memma ni yutu of my but Bible my yes aspect and car memma the yes or yes or na oba brand of master because o bro master na o don akasa pepper naturally but oba e do so yes na fa bibi kiti bi na fa na adwin na afa de ne ko baby a insese okoda na asem bebu aba it or the maturity comes in. As you are loving, you should also know, say, the decision you are taking, effect on you one day. That psychiatry, and I say, and I'm fine. Again, say, you buy a second question now. You can't about love. Is it words? Is it action? I would say action more and words also comes in. Action in the sense and then I share me I feel with social media degree team legal wife team why am I we are looking at it. It is all about action now odogoni, you know. She taking care of the man during the difficult time moment. It is a because people were not able to see that action, no? They are complaining, said there was no love. So in terms of love, action, now school say we are talking about you are in school and the man maybe tomorrow you have a paper and your guy is calling you that come because he wants to have something with you or discussion with you. When our paper is I always tell my students, say, and then because of her need to, maybe because of the position they are finding you, but who failing not someone past that, the other people who are nurses, teachers, who are also there, are back of fun because a name there, in my niate, or bar or pet, or be a or yeduma, or bear man's or be or yet, you understand TV and be happy. No matter what, where you find yourself, action, they exercise, the Nippon next was say, some of the or paper on for sale, say, bra. Now, failing paper. And I say, in terms of who here help will be in your academics. So, we need someone more then obey the abuwa in terms of additional. But on show so won't taking your time out of what you want to achieve. No can't show say a laugh. We suggest that can be about my colleague back or no. They be every semester, university, or changing a car, We were so happy the cars that she was bringing. It was not easy. I so young. Then one day she called me and she said, my dear, do you know what I'm passing through? I'm with purpose as I'm standing here with you. Whatever I want, my husband can provide. They can give me everything, but he likes anal sex. And that has ended her into having this, into on my physics neighbor. It is because of love, because of material things, no, she has to sacrifice that life. It is love, and your friend is saying, sacrificing a bit taking your life cry. But if you are doing anything, the action comes in, but you should also use what? Your mind. Thank you.
So where are they looking at? I say the biggest source on earth.
Yes.
And I'm we just say, you say you also. But in this context, we say we need a casa or about our real mother, and I said, do I say your money, because I said, and as a winner, I said, relationship would don't okay, I got so before no cannot be and that is we are all the same line. Say about you must be intentional about love. Love is a decision as well as a responsibility. Because now Madam can activities of love. I also feel First Corinthians and we go to details. I don't say it's not just that feelings, even though it's also part because say or different kinds of love. Yes. The lowest of them is that's erotic love, that is eros, the one that comes with feelings. And normally I don't have a relationship, I don't have tune every day. But the one which will cause us to stay.
Abi, our sobra.
It's baby battery.
Yes.
Baby battery, they are baby battery. But is the least or the weakest of all of them. Until after that, now I know you, you know me, whether it's a guy or it's a lady. What will keep the friendship going? And no more 7 and 24 no actually, and then also the important.
Yeah.
That daily commitment, obey that sustaining relationship. Okay. They say you have to understand what it means. Love is not that feeling. It's where the feeling changes as a emotions. So what I say, and then when good and then or change your, what happens when those things die out. Responsibility. Are you committed to the word of God? Especially when we are talking to people about life. Yankopon is the ultimate.
Yes.
Yes. I'll be able to make a but then Yankopon can.
Sure.
Yeah, because we can Ephesians 5 verse 1 as dear children. Copy. That's the emulate of the believer. In what ways? Love. You can have mind. Set your mind issue. Or the crowd to understand. That is the same way of saying your dog, your honey. You are not supposed to be self-centered. Look away from yourself and concern about the other person. Sure. That is your responsibility. Try to take care of the other person. It's as though you whatever I was on your mouth. So I think it's a principle in your mind. I say, you can be your mom.
Yes.
So who is our can be okay, it can be a can be better. I don't mean and when you have this kind of mindset, you always keep the love fresh and youthful at all times. I can't meet my
more question, Diana. After the what's or donor yes. So this is the NAALUX Ladies and Youth dialogue session. Just 2 questions, 3 from here, 3 from here. Quick, but way and express it to point hitting it. Chris, until after we are not body. Okay, like I said, Question about maybe say, at what stage should youth know and start a relationship? What is the right time? The right time for love. At what stage? At what stage? I think it's a good question, another one. It's a very good question. Stage in Bethlehem was said, no starting relationship, because the entire question we hear this and said, I will funny be no at the age of 14, and will grow her, or more expect to say, in Colani go out, accompany Emma Ashore. Emma Ashore at the age of 14, when you're not body make a guy say, and what's so, and they say, I have wanting. Or age mates or boyfriends also go for the at what stage do you think? And between man and woman, why are we starting to? But a question. Intimidate man and woman. 3 from your side. Quick. 3 from your side. Okay.
Yeah, I can say a young man because of at the age of 14, you know, 8 years, no, I want 3. 8 years, no, I want 3. But when my year 14 years, when I said then, sir, who knows when you be brave or by then, or what's that about you? But when my year, on being, sir,
what is the right age?
The right age, maybe better something 18. 18 or 30.
Because
Yes,
I like that. Sure. Chris, I'll be done with that. That's right. Chris, the SRC president for nursing training school. I'm not here on SRC president. Let's go.
Said you're hosting Chris. Now, we say at the time we say meet me, I prepared for love near say India, near financially stable. Because India, leading up about who you said you said you need the kind of open material things. Yes.
245 once
yes, answer. And I feel so make sure say India, emotionally stable. Say me to me accept rejections, me other conflicts, me back. The ready are to move on.
Okay, that's nice. Okay.
Now, for yourself, in your purpose, our life, you say, you have a percent you do have. In Sudia and Sana, 1990, now, so what the home versus Samia.
Okay.
Send me can be about purpose. To me, when I say it's purpose, when a man finds his purpose, that's when we have a relationship. Because even in the Bible, before Eve came, Adam was working.
That's right.
So,
they do it their family.
If a man finds his purpose, I think that's when you'll be young. Even the Bible said, Obana them and help. So, as you're going to help the man, what are you going to help him achieve? So, if the man gets his purpose there, it's in as much as maybe the 14 years, no one the purpose. Not only live by his vision. I think
going to relationship, right?
If only he is living on his purpose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or not in one or share one or
Yes.
14.
Yeah, if only I mean I forget to say Lamia man and yes.
Question. 14 now. Well, doctor, how to have question answer 14 now. I Jesus. Now I actually. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Send your catch at 14. I'm looking at this. It's almost. That's it. But no example. On one dream.
Only example.
Okay.
Yeah, so yesterday I said it's not easy to say no it's maybe 14 maybe a 1 year that you man 14 years or 1 year.
It's normal.
It's not normal. Say 14 years or no quantity, them are no quantity 14 years. I'm not sure we have
Please, there are people like that. They started young because of a fear almost started actually. Yes. And the girls from almost started actually. By the time we do 14, fully dusted.
Okay,
only additional.
I don't know if you are not so warrior.
Sure.
I think there's nothing to stop.
Okay, man, let's go. 3.
So, this is about me. At this point, I'm sister. I'm back in the memo. I say, a man on core into relationship. Yeah, in the sense that a bit minimum at the age of 40. Why name him? That man name him. You maybe 40, 50 or maybe from now. Take a man a pre-code relationship. The same my career doesn't much more years by. But then at the stage you're right. Me meet me more a specific age. But then I'll go in for maturity.
Okay.
So when I say when you are matured enough. Dog Kasana or Kase who are emotionally sick and I say or stay healthy. Or when I say why we also when you're healthy or why you are able to control your emotions. You are able to learn and relearn. Emotions now one saying it here, we say it's now, you also can say, or he said, you bet me I reject, accept rejections. Or past the single 30 years, or past the baby. You said you are matured. As she said, you have a purpose. Heartbreak, maybe. What?
That will be one of our topics in the next dialogue.
But who to me, friend, who can I yet? Wow.
Interesting.
So
okay, the next person.
See purpose and then
sure.
Emotional. It's a crown of many account. Make us say, with the age here, I can't say any limitation here. But I'm say, yeah, may born or can be about commitments. Or see, feelings be. Baby, no, a boy off, a coming on. But the ability for you to commit and never sustain the relationship. And to me, the mechanic said, if you are ready to commit, a man who say they are feeling spare.
Okay.
Many a corner or if you know, say, I don't know, you are willing to commit. That's the way you're reliable and independent. Yeah, you can go for it.
Okay.
I can say. There should be a discussion about a fixed age and waiting and time to serious relationship. The discussion should be like a fixed age and about waiting and not sex. I think that's what the country or my shared law from say, yeah, when we have a sexual intercourse at this particular age, maybe a woman, right?
Okay.
There are people who are high school buddies, only from Burma, normally, you know, they are
okay.
But in a sense, in love contest, in serious relationship contest, I think second, we will not come. Say, if you are mentally stable, if you are emotionally mature, if you have all those qualities, I think say you can accommodate the next person, and also be insecurities, which might be and then you are ready. But 40 years, that's an impact on where if you are waiting, say you are 18 years, it's that age range. That's why I was saying about here, quite ready. It's only going to have sex and run a chill. So, only was serious relationship, but still, another chill said, what father?
Yes.
See, the discussion should be fixed age for the sex inside a serious relationship. But for love, like I said, I think saying, if I'm ready in all those aspects now here, I just say, I can't cross me, you can't see, I also get scars now. Outside countries.
Yes.
As a discount, how would you know for sure that the person loves you for you, but not the money?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes, I know you, but don't use your money to find out.
Okay. Let's have a man general. We NAALUX Ladies and Youth dialogue. We will move to the next question. Then the panelists for the next question is say, does love hurt? That will be our last question for today. Does love hurt? Do you agree that the one you love most can hurt you? Manuka, nipa odono pa no, ono no betumi. Aya dia mana ya oya. Okay. All right. Okay, Emano. Hello. Hi.
Love, dear, it will hurt. Nipana odono. We are all learning how to love each other. Apart from relationship, papa, we are learning daily how to love each other. And in the love and in the steps, we will step on each other's toes.
Yeah.
We will learn to unlearn. If you feel say of or no love expression. If you are now warm penisa, me say, me found my me the man now shall find, but they go on and confine shit. That is my way of telling you I love you. And I say, my cocoa, and my Tommy, dear bro. That is my way. But everyone in fact.
Okay.
If the person continues doing that, if you are also finished, oh, meet me, Mrs. Starkari, and also me again, a bear, oh, yeah. You, my man, papa, wow, all even in the birthing process, and I said, there is pain. But still, now we didn't stream wow. Oh, we are casted because I was in pain, intimate to watch me. No, or person found there are two new one. Breastfeed you, care for you, your parents, everybody. Was simply so you are working to 2 ideas. So beginning yet baby in the or be soon, baby. But as all you know, where is my brother, where is my sister? They are learning daily to love. It's it will hurt. Yeah, it hurts no more. The mommy, daddy, where you sit? So now, oh, come back one, will me do that before. The love media, it will hurt. Your bad relationship also, your husband will hurt you, your wife will hurt you, your in-laws will hurt you. Then all those things will happen. But we have to learn daily how to love. This is my way of telling you I love you. So you also have to tell me. An example. Me person I was about the emotions out. Yeah. My husband is not like that. He's not like that. So one day we sat down and said, this is my way of telling you, say, I love you. Send me answer time. Also say, if you ask me, I need this and I give you, that is my way of telling you I love you.
Yeah. So there has to be compromisation.
That is the idea. I have to learn, say, if I need one seed and he gives it to me, he's telling me he loves me. If I also do or that's what he wants, friction, we have learned to love each other. Beginning the easy. Maintain wants to cry, how he doesn't understand, this is how I want it. But because I also made up my mind, I will learn. If I was selfish, I will insist this is my way you have to love. Sure. And also the shame will say, okay, this is my way, my wife's way of telling me she loves me. It is a 1 year and said I'm making now. I also have to accept it. Okay. The hurt, the pain, and the tears were there from the beginning. Sure. But we are still learning. You do it.
Interesting. That's love it.
I saw this definition for love online, and it was really touching. It was like, love is giving someone the power to destroy you and trusting that they will not use it
against you.
Yes, they will not use that power against you to destroy you. So we open up to people who love the weaknesses, all that's our flaws, and sometimes in our conversation, they might use that thing against us. One of the things that hurts men the most is when they open up. Men don't like to open up. They like to keep things to themselves. When there's no conversation about that can be then you wouldn't. And I think it hurts the most. What the first said, some of us now, there is some personality there. There is some personality there. We have acquired young family. There is some personality here we have acquired. Maybe we are a quiet type. And we feel like we have become comfortable around that space. But you need to be on the person is outgoing. And sometimes we feel like any part of our own compromising mind, not on to send it here. And it becomes very difficult. Send it there, compromise, and sometimes on learning that thing is very, very difficult. Sometimes very painful. If you say a person and to send it here, as sister and my husband. Sometimes we expect people to love us the way we want them to love us. And in that way, we say, oh my goodness, then it will be causing us pain. But sometimes we should learn to know almost a way of loving. So maybe the pain and all that, but still, Lord helps me.
Yeah, with Madam Sapon. Yes. Your take on it. And you are listening to NAALUX Ladies and Youth in collaboration with Community 103.3 FM and Strong 101.5 FM. You're moving to your pinafore.
Okay, thank you. Now, one question, the first question was about what time there's or starting a relationship. What I would say is, it all depends on maturity. How mature are you? How can you set boundaries? Because if you are not mature emotionally, then that is when one share ultimately any depression, suicidal attempt, and at the other. So are you sure you are matured enough? Say man, can you stand that? If you cannot, then you are not mature enough to go in, because these things will happen. And if you are not able to control it, then that is when you end up somewhere. So be matured enough where you can set boundaries. I've set my mind, say, maybe after when I get married, before I'll start having an affair. You have set boundaries for you. Can you move by that? If you cannot move, change your state of mind, then it means you are not matured enough to go into a relationship. Because there are things that will come and which morally it can affect you. It is a set boundaries on some of the things. Then you can match. It means that you are matured enough to handle certain things that you can go into relationship. Because relationship, there are a whole lot of things that you will face. If you honest, as you'll be because of security, now you see if you are not matured enough, how can you stay in the way? Because only she dependent on that kind of man. It's only matured enough to take decision for herself or himself. It's your best name. Then time and what we said, he or she was making a mistake.
Yeah, what was a mistake?
Well, we lost someone because you are still in a relationship, but then who we are, or sometimes I will do them. But still the person comes back and tells you that they don't. And this goes back to the question said, love hates. Bible with the anchor. Say the Bible Bible said, love is kind, love is not jealous. It means that love should not even hate. So we come back, no bro, and I saw yeah, was so pet, but still that person is doing it. then we go back to that action that we are saying. Then that is not love. But if we are matured enough, and you know that we are talking about maturity also in loving, because if you are matured enough, you get to know, say, things are bound to come. Hurt, maybe remember. Because sometimes you are in love, you want the person to tell you everything, the truth of, but this person will lie to you. When you find out, how are you going to handle it? Because if you want to make me affected one mama mentally, now if they your friends are welcome. It is love, lady, and says but it can come, and when it comes, you have to learn to accept that situation and know how to deal with it and move on.
Thank you so much. I've enjoyed you, Pa. Okay.
Thank you very much. I will start with the right time for someone to get into a relationship. I think I wouldn't say mention any age specific. The only thing I will say is you have to see yourself to be very mature for it, emotionally, before you can start a relationship, because it comes with a lot of things, like we said earlier, commitment, sacrifices, care, and others. So if you are not ready, no matter the age, yes, I encountered someone who was even almost 29, 30, but the conversation we were having, things the person was saying, and the pressure to get married, I told the person that you are not ready for marriage.
Wow.
And to my surprise, the person got angry with me. And as if I was a prophet at the time, the person who was rushing to get married, the first guy who wanted to get married disappointed her. The second person disappointed. Still, the edge was there. Person me worry. At long last, the person got married or got into a relationship and it ended in marriage. Right now, the abuse here and there, here and there, here and there. It came to a time that person, not or the parasol, yeserela amaneba. So and then I mean a day one. So you have to be ready and be matured enough to get into a relationship that will even get into marriage. And then coming to whether love hurts. Like we said, as the Bible says, love shouldn't be something that will hurt you.
Yes.
Yes, but when you get or love makes you vulnerable to be hurt. Because one, you deeply get trust for the person that you love.
Yes.
You get yourself too much attached. You have some expectation of care and loyalty from that person. And if it doesn't go as you expect, the hurt will come. But one thing I will say is, if it comes with constant pain, constant abuse, constant disrespect, then it's not love. You have to run for your life.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, 1 Corinthians chapter 30, verse 7, I'll say, love protects, love trusts, love hopes, love perseveres. Exactly, endures a lot. It's a matter, we're starting from Mr. Kwachi, then we bring it again.
Oh, okay. See, the answer is different from the colleagues about specific age needed to our non-maturity and mature in every aspect of your being emotional, financial. As a woman, so well prepared for life before you are ready to enter into a relationship, because it comes with responsibility, as we all said. You have to take care of the other person as well as the person has to take care of you. Take care of that. you do one men come. Yeah, I love him, I love her. Those things are not.
He's the heart of, it is my heart. I can't do away with him. One friend, a whole lot.
Don't be deceived. We throw ways we have time to mature.
Sure.
Maturity takes time. Yeah, just like in my school. Because here go school is young for 8 years. We but is young said they factor Emma. Monsieur, you know, these are a beautiful thing. Enjoy them. Sometimes when you meet people like that, prepare for life. Until you don't say you have endured all these people. Until a good time now you are taking a decision to move to another level in your life. If you are oriented to relationship, too. Now who said they factor? Who say it? Say we will be cross or not as Abraham. They may expect it as a son. Sure. Will I be able to handle it? Yes, then it means that you are ready to enter into a relationship. And as I said, one can say, who's that question said, that's love hits. Yes, of course. They say, near on the bell, I don't know what they are. We cry, say they cry, but then in abundance of his heart, love overflows. His love is liquid, it's flowing. Inside it, he still find forgiveness and even had a plan to bring us back. Maturity. It will hurt you then, but then you go beyond that. Like we were saying, the love has a language, it has a voice. And you know, saying handle. That's why you're young. And saying handle. The only maturity aspect now you can. They are a certain man. So, uncle. Into the ones when you are about movie, my background, now movie different environment, my relationship now. What they were come accumulate, they say they are maybe everything happen to my internet. It hurts sometimes. I'll tell them can say scripturally it's not supposed to say that. Love is kind, love is this. But then I'll calm down a little bit because human love is fickle. Now it changes like that. It changes like that. If we are to grow to that level where we can possess and manifest that agape love within the heart, and not the debate man can say, you are beyond it. Yes. So as I say, but then as long as so we have a guide, that is the word of God, to help us overcome some of these things.
Thank you. Okay.
Let me say, yes, if it's CFP or narrow now, we see relationship. See, Nipa be suiting. And we have to say, or don't Obia to me, we are saying, Mammy, Obia to me, or don't they make us sit and say, finally seeing Annie, then you have me, so they now, it's not a youth program, it's a relationship.
Yes.
Relationship. And very, very important. Now, you to me, for specific age, they are said they mean in our camp. But in your maybe over what's ocean. At the back in planning. Who you be you have to get a vision. Now what plan? And come to say at the way they will see a teacher for you say to show objective. When you are doing anything. Yes. And before the whole relationship, when you are doing anything. Now, it's you for a while, one thing, you are the American said. And not one size fits all. But the woman will be to me after. They be kind of say, Ma Christo, this I said, Ghana higher one, if you say, or do one a Christo for. Ma Christo, anywhere in kind.
Yes.
Let Christ be in your decision making. Ma Christo, anywhere in kind. You will be a say, right? You will say, you be a baby, I am so, or better your mind. Mr. Radley, the premise of relationship, Bomon Paye, which we cry our country, Mr. Radley, your person, and son away. And then, not only a prayer, young Pessi, and many Kitamobi, young Pessi and Cassa, but Yamasu dear, or see when you be out, why this year, the son as well, the mind. It is so petty, one who told the Mr. Radley or the Bama. After you also make your priorities right in your market. When you try to listen, a German now person who in the next 10 years, any 20 years, and I say for our program to couple relationship man. Yeah, you are looking at you between you trade with the ass to be so, yeah, hey, money. Now I promote, I love you now, and you know the I love you myself. Sorry. Ube mwana mwapa ya kwa one trailer. Na ensebe those who are who website. Na ono quality as we be catch one way. Na ensebe pre. It's about you set your priorities right and have one relationship. Which means that your priorities you now will be clear. Then you can enter into a relationship. Then also take your time to observe and find out information on the person. Nipa na wabe approach you about them. One woman will be dear woman now what to say. This I don't want to say, this is something to say, they got to say, I will try to say, the casa to say. Or two days I know, and I say, oh, I will do it, but more than I will. I say, I never put you a friendly penny pie and no one son. Bro, never has a sex. Me, I want to also. And when they no relationship one. Yeah, say I never wait. I want to do by the same. Really love the money very basic. And I'm a money very idea, part the light in the side, love now, and then I'm a 400 sex. Some for that. It could be memory of buying shield. But what do you have so abstaining? But you were through, do trim. What do you know if I am with? But what do you do trim? Now, you know with me, because one may have to do okay. Another one too is change your bad character. One person has some bad character. Now, what relationship? One more, who one day, which you more day. We need a similar nipa. Character when now society, also so from one to relationship. Last but not the least, communication. She has said the enemy pakasa. Yes, now is about not actions, it's about words. Because communication will be different. They kasa and they also access of your body language. You are so who is so depending on kasa is who so yare. Your bed and interest are common. Your bed and interest will never happen. And I said, communication, she has said the only kasa. Both verbal and non-verbal body language in your meaning as she has had one intention relationship. Which we are women in idea or fine. Amen.
Thank you. You see why I said I love it?
Yes, love hurts. But what to prove? 1 Corinthians 13, attributes. I know the man then lighten up. 13 will say love is kind. So now I'm going to be a kind.
Yes.
So it's why I say patience is tested. I will try a test, then I better say I will try. Yeah, you know I better test so I will try.
Thank you.
Things are very powerful. So let me just conclude and say,
yes.
Every what is saying, a time yes, how higher the core and how stronger a dino anything is dependent on foundation. You build it up. Stage then there was a relationship. So before we have a relationship, when I was almost said that you see a cement, you have blocks, you have iron rods, and so all of those things. Internally, most there I mentioned said you should be spiritually prepared, emotionally. I was able to say we are stable. About kind of saying, oh, so no. Very, very important. See, you cannot take those things out. Why? Because this whole relationship thing is work.
Yes.
And for that work to be successful, you have to make sure that ingredients will mean Say they are inquiring which I am quite correct. Never inquire in changing and revealing. So all of these things are things that you must put in place. In terms of when you say you are prepared for what you are going for, so that the big at least you have a little shock absorbers be able to be and they avoid routine. For the sake of time, take my main phrase here.
I can't say anything again, but I pay Apostle Joshua Selman, Pastor Chris, and Pastor Dolapo. Sometimes listen to them. Or say, "What to me, do beer for you to know you are there." Nipania, they are not sure who to be shading me. As serious or your jokes are. So can't jokes will be as now was their own crew. Who to me say, bra will be as that means we draw. You are now understanding what love is all about. And then easy. Or say, and easy, but it is doable. It is doable. No, my am seminal and yet be brave because never know that been our kind by that been our kind by. Meanwhile, ingredients now yenya for life, meaning now or by yen says the number one. Say if Belmont number two. Remember this year number one, and man this is career number one. It is someone who say identity, but what I will say to you is that Mama try say the best show love. And me can't say easy, but you bet to me I better. Yet I must see pa mutie NaaLuxe. Yes, so we can say first is agape ladies. Say I rebranded. I am the NaaLuxe Ladies and Youth. Until we be say NaaLuxe kids, kids in Kwan, be solve questions. Another timer and 24 na it is going to be very interesting because the person is bigger, the person is wider than the ayaya normal, but all never ayaya previously the person but this time we are increasing the level. Someone say, agape ladies no sorry dear the but after things we want to expand. Every branding is very good, especially if you want to grow into more funny. Say and Yema, the Yema, and Shimo, and Mani Yefe. I want to thank Honorable Alexander Kusiapa. Sama Bolidin Ewoha, na and Manyaji, or no Wama, Edumade, Abba, Swamaye. And then I vote for 8 years. Missing a mission yepa, NaaLuxe Enterprise. Or one or more funded BPR, NaaLuxe Enterprise. Or one or more funded BPR. The item 13 is funded by NaaLuxe Enterprise. Yes, it's an enterprise. So we are later as we go on. They are into beauty. They are into marketing, consultancy, and all. Even if you want to ship things from Dubai to Ghana, they are there for you and all that. And I thank my panelists. And I will want each and every one say, thank you so much and God bless you. Have a wonderful evening. And I say bye-bye. And I want to thank the technicians. No, the technicians, GH, and Ohima Nanekia. Ohima Nanekia, including our boss here, station master, Mr. Kofi Iti, and Mr. Nyamisha Muyepa. I'm grateful. Your cameraman, DJ Body, is it DJ? Bright, DJ Bright, sir. Yeah, DJ Bright, sorry. I thank all of you and our lovely discussants. God bless. Bye-bye.